Hey guys, what's going on? It's Eli, back with another review video, and yes, finally, I've come to reviewing these Doctor Who specials, and for its 60th anniversary, and especially now that I'm finally reviewing them, obviously in celebration of Doctor Who's return with a new season, etc. So yeah. So, of course, have to start with the first 60th anniversary special, which being the Star Beast. Yes, the Star Beast. Well, this is what started it all, a new era for Doctor Who, and, yeah, because, what happened, in, one of the last, Doctor Who specials, it was a, New Year's special, and which being the last, episode/adventure with the 13th incarnation of the Doctor, Jodie Whittaker. And up to the end of that episode, because, well, she regenerated and transformed back into an old face that the Doctor had, which, of course, being David Tennant. So, and that was surprising, because even before that, it was already announced, and of course, talking about some background, before the final episodes of the 13th Doctor came out, and with the final Doctor Who special, and with the regeneration, it was already announced that for the anniversary specials for Doctor Who's 60th, that David Tennant and Catherine Tate were coming back, in addition to a couple of others, like, most notably Wilfred, yeah, and the late Bernard Gribbins, when I look up their names. Anyways, so it was already announced that they were coming back for Doctor Who's 60th anniversary for the specials, and, there was going to be 3, and, well, Russell T Davies, he was coming back to be the showrunner of Doctor Who, and when we needed him most, the one and only Russell T Davies, who was responsible for bringing Doctor Who back in the early 2000s. Yeah, it was good to see him come back for this. And, yeah, and when it came up to the final Doctor Who episode of the 13th Doctor with the whole regeneration, it was surprising and just confusing. I mean, I think for some people, I'm sure, if not for everybody, and to the Whovians, including me, like, I think we thought at first that, well, because David Tennant is returning, maybe it's gonna be, well, the 10th Doctor, maybe like something that happened in the past, but nope, because when the 13th Doctor regenerated to the 14th Doctor with that face coming back, okay, so that explains it. And not to mention, because new wardrobe that the 14th Doctor would have. And, we had to wait a whole year for Doctor Who's return, and with the anniversary specials. I mean, because there were a couple of things that happened with Doctor Who before the anniversary specials came out, like something with Children in Need, and with, a little short film right before what would happen next with the 14th Doctor. Like, basically, he time travels at the beginning of the Daleks, and with Davros, yeah, the creation of the Daleks, and how they got their name, and the Doctor was apparently responsible for the Plungers. Yeah, and if any of you have seen that, it is online, most notably on YouTube. Which, I did do a reaction to that if you want to go check that out. So when the first 60th anniversary Doctor Who special came out, The Star Beast, well, it didn't disappoint. It did not disappoint at all. What The Star Beast had to offer with the story, and with, of course, the full triumphant return of David Tennant as the 14th Doctor this time, and with the return of Donna Noble and a couple of others, and this also introduced Donna's daughter, yeah, Rose. It was great. Okay, enough said. As always, read the description / the story. The Doctor is caught in a fight to the death as a spaceship crash lands in London, but as the battle wreaks havoc, yeah, destiny is converging on the Doctor's old friend, Donna. So, the Doctor Who anniversary special itself, yeah, because I like the opening to it. It's a really interesting opening, because, first off, as I recall, I think it was with this, or maybe one of the later anniversary specials, or the Christmas special. I can't remember, because they opened, it opens with, the Doctor Who logo. I think it's the Whovianverse or whatever, and clearly I was getting MCU vibes. And if you've seen that, and if you know what I'm talking about, and if you agree too, because it's so obvious. But yeah, with the opening to The Star Beast, it's pretty interesting because it opens with, the 14th Doctor and Donna doing a bit of narration, talking, to us, the audience, talking straight to us. And, some of the first words that the Doctor says, once upon a Time Lord. Oh, that's cool, that's cool. And basically, because a little background on, the Doctor and Donna, their past adventures, and when they met, and all throughout their journey and up until the end, because, Donna had some Time Lord power. She got Time Lord power in her and such. And, because it was kind of getting out of hand. And if you recall, and if any of you have, watched Doctor Who and have seen the Season 4 two-parter finale, with, the Daleks and Davros, how they took Earth out of its system and such, yeah, and how Donna, she gained power of Time Lord, and yeah, and how it was just getting out of hand, and how just, she was, at one point repeating, the word binary, and, the Doctor, he had to take that out of her, because it would just, at any point, it could destroy her, and because he had to take that out of her, he also had to take out every single memory that Donna had of him, so, basically she wouldn't remember anything about him, all their adventures, yeah, and it was sad. And if she were to remember, her memory would burn and she would die. So, yeah. And even the Doctor, now the 14th Doctor, he's questioning and wondering, why does he have that face again? Well, we of course soon find out. And as these 3 anniversary specials proceed on and such, And for Donna, because, talking about what's been going on with her, how she got happily married, and, she has a daughter, and at the same time, aside from that, she feels like that she's missing something, like she's not fully happy. There's something missing, and I think we all know what that is. And for the Doctor, he finishes it off like saying, the adventure doesn't seem to be over, however he says it. And then we get the opening credits, and the opening credits for this and from there on, fantastic. Great CG and visuals. Yeah, just fantastic. And not to mention, the composer of the music, of the Doctor Who music, Murray Gold, has, returns. And that's great to see that he's come back. I remember I read this where I think he was taking a break or hiatus from doing music for Doctor Who, I want to say. Especially because when Jodie Whittaker stepped in, yeah. So, but as of now, and when, the anniversary specials happened, and with the new Doctor, the 15th Doctor, and Russell T Davies coming back, Murray Gold, he's back, and yeah, because what Murray Gold has brought to the music and score for Doctor Who, just fantastic and so memorable, because he had written so many great music. And I think a lot of people have, especially the Whovians, have cited Murray's piece of music during the 11th Doctor era, some of the best. I tell you, you have that one piece of music that, goes, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. That's great. Even my mom, of course, got a kick out of the music that Murray Gold did during the 11th Doctor's era. So, yeah. Anyways, so after the opening credits, because the Doctor arriving in London, and, because why is he in London and such? And again, because with him questioning why he has that face again, and when he arrives in London, and one part of London, and when he stumbles upon and meets, after so many years, Donna, and yeah, because he's surprised to see her again, even though, because, well, he doesn't want her to remember who he is. And Donna at first calling him a skinny man, and, you know, even though she doesn't know his name for now, and the introduction of her daughter, Rose Noble, being played by Yasmin Finney. I think I got that right, yeah. And because what happens next is a spaceship is crash landing, and everybody is seeing it, you know, including the Doctor and Rose, all except for Donna. She's missing it, and she basically has missed so much. You know, she missed out a lot even when her memory was wiped, like with what happened in End of Time and such, that whole thing. So anyways, so then at one point, the Doctor hears a voice, which being Sean Temple, being played by Carl Collins. I like how we get more of Sean, Donna's husband, because, you know, he did appear, of course, in the End of Time specials, Christmas specials, I should say, which being the final adventure of the 10th Doctor. So, yeah, he had a small part, Sean. But in this, we get more of him, and that's nice to see. Even the same actor, Carl Collins, coming back. Good to see him back. And he's a taxi/Uber driver, and the Doctor asks him to take him straight to where that crash sighting is of that spaceship, and even like showed like the Doctor showed him his ID, yeah, his ID, best way to put at it, and like it's when he looks at it, because, you know, he's like on it, he reads Mistress, well, because it hasn't changed to who he is now, Mr. So, yeah. And so he gives him a lift, and there's a mentioning of, about some lottery money that Donna had gotten and such, but she spent it all. And as of right now, because they really don't have that much money, so, and the Doctor, because he's puzzled and wondering why Donna, you know, gave away / spent all that money, and we find out later on, of course, as to why. But until I get to that, because what happens next is when they arrive to the crash sighting of the spaceship, well, the unit stepping in, of course, and it was funny. BBC news reporter was there at the site and reporting it, but the unit stepping in and basically, like, they were just like putting them aside, you know, like, it's not that they were arresting them or anything like that. It was funny. So, you know, we don't need news here. This is private. This is a private sighting and so on. Get out of the way. And with the Doctor, because after the Uber lift, because him sneaking in there, and I was kind of wondering, like, why is he hiding from them? And, of course, there is an explanation in a little bit. And the Doctor whipping out his new sonic screwdriver. Yeah, because it's just there. Like, you know, because most of the time, like, we would see the Doctor get his new sonic screwdriver, and especially the TARDIS makes and creates a new sonic screwdriver. Yeah, it produces the sonic screwdriver, unlike one time where the 13th Doctor, Jodie Whittaker, made a sonic screwdriver herself. Even my mom, I think, yeah, she did complain on that, and, you know, she even said that the TARDIS makes the screwdrivers. Well, you know, I mean, I didn't really complain on that. And the sonic screwdriver that the 14th Doctor has, and I like doing my British impression accent, you know, because, you know, Doctor Who being straight from the UK, so, you know, his sonic screwdriver, it's really cool, and it can do so much by this point, because, like, through those barbed wires and such, like, you know, basically, like, cutting them apart like a square and such and taking it apart. That was really cool. And of course the Doctor, he too investigating this whole spaceship crash sighting. And it turns out that inside this building where the ship crashed, it actually didn't crash. It just landed. It properly landed. But there was something that came out of there that did crash. But until I get to that, because coming back to Donna and her daughter Rose, because, well, I mean, we find out, and especially there's a couple of teens on their, bicycles, like, kind of giving Rose a hard time, because, well, Rose is transgender, okay, so, and of course, the actress herself, okay, and Donna, of course, standing up for her daughter as well, and we also, once again, get the appearance of Donna's mother, Sylvia Noble, once again being played by Jacqueline King. I might be saying her first name wrong. Again, you know me sometimes. So it's good to see her again. And, yeah, there's a little bit of chat and such between Donna and her mother. And for Rose, because she goes out back at one point, like, her, like, little, like, private, clubhouse, I know there's a specific name for that, but I'm just saying. In Rose's private clubhouse cabin, best way to put it, a cabin, because, she's made these, stuffed toys, and basically she's trying to help her parents, make some money, yeah. Again, because of the whole lottery money that Donna gave away and such, she spent a lot. The whole lottery money. Yeah, and aside from that, because, well, a little, like, chat between Donna and her mother, Sylvia, and, well, because Donna going on about how, happy she is with what she's got, but, yeah, but it's not just that, but it's, like, something else that's missing, as she says to Sylvia, and also because Rose mentioned to her grandmother, Sylvia, about this spaceship, and, well, because Sylvia just keeping her mouth shut, and in front of Donna, because, well, she doesn't want the risk of her daughter, Donna, to know anything about spaceships and such, and yeah. And there's also some mentionings about Wilfred, and Donna mentioning Wilfred, and mentioning Wilfred, how he used to go on about spaceships and UFOs until, well, when she forgot everything. Wilfred kept his mouth shut, and didn't say anything else about it after 15 years. And yeah, because 15 years since, well, what happened with Donna, and yeah, so. And coming back to the 14th Doctor, and we also get the introduction of a new member of the unit. Scientist stuff, scientists, basically on the side of science. Yeah, Shirley Benham, yeah, being played by Ruth Madeley. I think I might be getting her last name right, I'm sure, yeah. So, Shirley is a pretty good character, and, with the character and the actress as well, because being on a wheelchair, yeah, so, and something about her wheelchair until I mention it, so, yeah, so she gets to meet the 14th Doctor for the first time, the Doctor himself, doesn't matter which incarnation it is, but in this case, the 14th Doctor with, an old face he had, and Shirley does question why he's hiding from the unit, because, well, it's mad, and with what's going on, even though, because, well, he works with the unit. He's an employee and member of them. But, the Doctor has his reasonings, not just because of madness going on, but also because, again, just wondering why he has this face again and so on. And, he made it clear to Shirley, because after he mentioned about some of his past incarnations, like having a bow tie, having a Scottish accent, and being a woman, because he did tell Shirley that, well, because he changed back, he went from a woman to that face again. And, she of course asks, why does he have that face again? But he doesn't know. He doesn't know, and we don't know for now. But clearly, and if you guys would figure this out, as I kind of did, clearly this has to do something with Donna. Clearly so, and with what the universe has done, like the universe focusing on Donna again. Yeah, it makes sense. And as to what the Doctor explained. And yeah, so the Doctor trying to figure out the whole thing of this spaceship and who it is that has arrived on this spaceship and so on. And yeah, and with the sonic screwdriver, because he can make like a hologram. He can make anything out of the screwdriver, just like hologram images and such. It's really cool. It's really cool. And the more that this sonic screwdriver does later on, because what happens next is after the Doctor hops on board a unit truck, well, because a couple of the unit soldiers, they have to go up these stairs and to check inside the spaceship while, poor Shirley, because, she can't walk up the stairs. No offense to Shirley. Well, because when they get up top of the ship, something comes out of the ship and some kind of like dust or whatever it is, yeah, some magical dust, from space, the best way to put it. And it basically just gets in some of the unit soldiers' eyes. They're under mind control, hypnosis and such, and someone, because, we don't know who it is that's, who's controlling them, and these unit soldiers are under someone's command, yeah. And coming back to Rose, because one of Rose's friends, has Rose come over to look at this pod that came from the spaceship, and nothing's inside of it, and, well, she's gonna run back to the house to get her phone, obviously to take video and pictures of the pod, until she discovers where the garbage is, because she threw away a couple of cardboard boxes earlier. Well, she discovers, well, the alien, the creature that came from the spaceship is there, and that being the Meep. Yeah, because we get the introduction of the Meep, and this is the first time that the Meep appears in live action, because, fun fact, the Meep actually came from the Doctor Who comics, along with another alien species who appears in this. They too were in the comics, and they were in the Doctor Who comics with the 4th Doctor. Yeah, so, and the Meep being voiced by Professor Sprout herself, Miriam Margolyes. I think I got her full name right. Yeah, again, aka Professor Sprout from Harry Potter. Yeah, the Meep. And because it never fails, actors who have been in both Harry Potter and Doctor Who, so yeah. And, well, Miriam voicing the Meep, fantastic, yeah. And, the Meep's voice, I'm the Meep, and yeah. And the Meep, I believe, sometimes is practical, is actually there on camera, as well as these other alien species, yeah. Basically, the Meep is in trouble, being chased by the Wrath Warriors. Yeah, that's what they're called. These bug-looking, creatures with big eyes, red eyes, and with, antennas and, that whole thing. And again, the Wrath Warriors, like the Meep as well, appearing in the comics, and for them to make their live-action debut, that's nice to see. That's nice to see. And with what Russell T Davies, obviously this was his doing, incorporating any alien/creature that has first appeared in the comics, making their way into live action of Doctor Who. Nice to see. Yeah, anything's possible, of course. And yeah, because we, of course, get the introduction of the Wrath Warriors, which, yeah, again, they look really cool on screen. And there's 2 of them. I think, yeah, we see a little bit later on. And, you kind of think they would speak in, bug voices, but no, they kind of speak kind of normally, although still, because every alien and creature in Doctor Who always with a British accent. But that's just how the show is, okay? So, I mean, it wouldn't hurt for maybe, a couple of creatures to not speak British, if you get what I'm saying, okay? Anyways, so Rose helping out the Meep and helps the Meep hide in, her private cabin, and it's pretty funny, the Meep interacting, thinking that the plushies that Rose has made are alive, and they don't want to talk, and why won't you speak to me? And Rose addressing the Meep that they're not real, and pulling out the stuff to show the Meep, the Meep going, you pulled out his stuffings, his guts, whatever. I don't think the Meep said guts, but still. It's so funny. And again, something about those plushes that we find out later on. They look familiar in what they're a reference to, but still. Donna coming in at one point, and, you know, Rose even addressing her mother, you know, because, you know, on the door, keep out, but to Donna, you know, the rule is, like, you know, nobody keeps secrets and anything private and so on. And she does have her eyes on the Meep, even though she thinks, well, it's a really nice detail-looking plush that Rose made. And even at one point, the Meep blinks. Of course the Meep had to blink. You can't hold... How long could you hold your eyelids and such? And, well, she, like, pokes the Meep's eye, and, well, because, of course, that gives it away. And it was funny, Donna going, "What the hell?" Yep, she's seen a live creature / alien. And as for the Doctor, because, well, some unit trucks, they've made their way into the neighborhood where Donna and her family live. And it's funny because the Doctor getting out of the truck and, well, right in front of the unit soldiers, just right in front of them. They don't care. Like, well, they should know it is the Doctor, so. And clearly because, well, they... obviously, they are aware of presence of what crash-landed and have arrived on Earth in that location, in that neighborhood. And, well, the Doctor, it doesn't take him too long to realize that in one of those houses, well, because of what's going on in there, where, you know, this alien creature and, well, in the house of Donna Noble and her family, and Sylvia just trying to, you know, tell Donna, it's not real, but clearly it's real. Give it up, Sylvia. Donna can clearly see that it's alive. It's an alien, so, and, you know, she calls it, like, an alien from Mars. Did she say Martian? I can't remember, but still, it's pretty funny. And the Doctor knocking on the door, and Sylvia knowing that it's the Doctor and you, and, like, you know, telling the Doctor to go away and such. And, well, of course, the Doctor's not going anywhere, because he's, you know, he's obviously gonna take care of this. And even, like, peeping through the mailbox lid, you know, you drop the mail in and looking, and he can see it, and, oh, it's actually kind of cute. And it is. The Meep is kind of cute. And when he walks in, and just like what was shown in the trailer, her punching the 14th Doctor, Sylvia, that is, you know, and the Doctor, you know, saying, here we go again. This, Doctor Who never fails with its funny moments. So Donna, once again, you know, meeting the Doctor and, you know, still calling him Skinny Man. And Sylvia trying to block Donna from seeing the Doctor. And again, just give it up, Sylvia, because, you know, earlier she saw him again and nothing has happened, okay? So, and I think she kind of does, you know. And even because of that, after all that, because with, you know, her seeing the Meep and the Doctor stepping in, well, that kind of comes to an end when Sean steps in, and it gets it gets quiet and a bit awkward, and with him, and, you know, him saying something smells good because something was cooking. So, yeah. Anyways, so, and with the unit soldiers, those under hypnosis, under mind control, under the command of whoever it is that's controlling them, orders the unit soldiers not under mind control and such to clear the area and such, and because those investigating the pod, you know, that crash landed in the grass field and such, and yeah. And, well, the unit soldiers under mind control, because obviously they discover the location of the Meep. The Meep has been located, as one of them says. And, well, and then with the Wrath Warriors on the tail, and the Doctor attending to the Meep's, to a wound that the Meep has on one of the Meep's hands, and knowing more about the Meep and what happened with the Meep and with its presence on Earth, and Donna questioning the Doctor who he is, and the Doctor saying, you know, I'm just passing by, as he puts his arms on the back of his head. And another mentioning of Wilfred, and the Doctor saying that he knows Wilfred, and, well, because, you know, he thinks at first that, well, Wilfred had sadly passed away, and even saying to them, I'm sorry for your loss, and Donna and Sylvia telling him that he's not dead, idiot. That's, you know, that's what Sylvia says. And now he's living in a cottage in a grass field, and under the care of the unit. Yeah, and the Brigadier's daughter, her. Yeah, so nice to see that, well, Wilfred in good hands, and, well, he is a respected soldier. Yeah, and as to what they say. And the Doctor, of course, is happy to hear that. And to speed things up a little, because, well, the unit soldiers under control, because, you know, they knock on the door, the Doctor answers, and, well, he can immediately tell something's not quite right with the unit soldiers, and by using a screwdriver, lifting up the visor, and can see in their eyes, and the Doctor just, you know, closing the door on them. And, well, of course, all hell breaks loose, and even when the Wrath Warriors show up, and, well, because the unit soldiers under control, they're not on the side of the Wrath Warriors, so they're firing at each other. And, well, because both of them, they're after the Meep, so, and again, still, who is controlling them? These unit soldiers, who is under their command? Like, we don't know quite yet. And so the Doctor, with his screwdriver, another cool thing he does with it, making a couple of force shields so they can, like, get out of the way of the firing, and that's what happens. That's so awesome. And yeah, so that's what the Doctor does, and thus they make their way upstairs, and they go through the attic, because the Doctor, like, using the screwdriver to break apart the bricks and such, and Donna at one point calling the Doctor Bob the Builder. That was funny. So, which, by the way, because Bob the Builder being something UK, even though, because with it making its way to the US and being US dubbed, but you know, you get the point. So, and yeah, so they go through a couple of houses, and by the way, one of Rose's friends who, you know, told her to come see this pod, like, he wears glasses, because he does appear a couple of times, and being at his house and witnessing what's going on outside, yeah, so, and, the kids, like, two of them, being Lad 1, Lad 2, okay, so, whatever. And so, yeah, so when they get outside and the final house they go through, and this guy living in this one house in the neighborhood, because, well, he's fast asleep, because he has headphones on, and just tiptoeing their way out of there. And, well, they use the Uber car that Sean drives in, and, well, still, because the Wrath Warriors detecting and finding the Meep, and of course, you know, they escape. But at one point, because the Doctor, he was feeling a pulse on one of the unit soldiers under mind control, and, well, he discovers something when checking for pulse, that something's not quite right. Like, you know, thinking that if the unit soldier is dead or not, but not really. And so they escape, and, well, even the unit soldiers not under mind control, because they think that the unit soldiers under mind control, they think they're rogue. They think that at first. And so afterwards, they make their way to a underground car garage, parking lot, basically. And, well, what the Doctor does next is he pulls out a judge wig, and this court is in session. It's pretty funny, because with the Meep and two Wrath Warriors, and the two Wrath Warriors, their names are Zorgroth and Zrig, if I think I might be getting that right. Zogroth, yeah, that sounds about right. Zogroth being voiced by Ned Porteous, and Zrig being voiced by John Hopkinson. Yeah, John Hopkinson. So yeah, the court is in session between the Meep and the two Wrath Warriors, and the Doctor wanting full information about this, and with the presence of the Wrath Warriors on Earth. And by the way, this isn't the first time that the Doctor has done something like this with a judge wig, because in one of the Fourth Doctor episodes / adventures, there was one time when the Fourth Doctor wore a judge wig. It's pretty funny, and if any of you hardcore Whovians know about that, as do I. So I looked that up, actually, because around the time when it came out. So anyways, So basically, the Wrath Warriors explained something about the Meeps, like the Meeps being a threat and so on, and they're kind of cannibals, I want to say, yeah. And, well, when it comes to questioning the Meep, well, because without saying anything, just the look on the Meep's face completely changes, and with the eyes, just, you know, to hell with this, and pulling out a weapon and basically killing those two Wrath Warriors. So that's an interesting twist, a surprised villain twist, I should say. It's the Meep who's the enemy, not the Wrath Warriors. Even though the Wrath Warriors look like they could be enemies, well, they're not. And yeah, I've kind of seen that before. The look of some of these characters, you think they're bad guys, but they're not really, if you know what I'm talking about. So the Meep basically, you know, was evil the whole time and tricked everyone from the Doctor and the nobles, and well, and of course the unit soldiers under the Meep's commands. Yeah, it's the Meep that was responsible for those unit soldiers being under hypnosis and mind control because of the Meep. Yeah, so it's the Meep who is under the command of those unit soldiers, and the Doctor, you know, asking the Meep, you know, to spare them their lives, and well, because one thing, and another thing is, because both the Doctor and the Meep, they share one thing in common. They have two hearts. And something about, you know, mentioning about, you know, another two-hearted alien being and so on. And, well, the Meep does so by sparing them, not killing them. And at one point, the Doctor is knocked out unconscious, and, well, he wakes up. They're all in one of the unit trucks, and proceeding back to where the spaceship is. And Donna just once again questioning the Doctor who he really is. And, you know, once again, a mentioning of all that lottery money that Donna spent and such, and the Doctor asking her that, and yeah. So by this point, Donna just has had enough of this and being kept, and so much has been kept from her and so on. And again, even though, like, she can't know or else she'll die. But until what happens next, like, clearly, like, you would know, and I would know, of course, by watching this, that it's bound to happen. It's bound to happen later on that, well, she's gonna remember everything, and if the risk of her dying, or does she? But until I get to that, so back at that location where the spaceship is, because, well, I think, yeah, because it's been repaired and such, and all those that, you know, are under the Meep's control, like, not just unit soldiers, but a couple of workers as well, and, you know, hail the Meep, and so on. It's pretty funny. And, well, and by launching the Meep spaceship, it would basically cause the ground of Earth to break apart, and the risk of Earth being destroyed with its launch. And the Meep has the unit soldiers set them aside in a cell, and until, you know, they'll kill them. But when they get to another level, because when they get into that elevator shaft, well, sure enough, yeah, Shirley happens to still be there, and with her wheelchair, it has some interesting weapons and techniques. She fires, I think, a couple of darts, you know, to knock them out, to conk them out. That's another way to put it. Conking out those two unit soldiers under mind control, and she helps them out, and also by firing a couple of missiles at this brick wall, and so the Doctor can proceed on heading to that spaceship, and to stop it from launching, and so on, and, you know, even telling Donna and the family to just get out of there. However, Donna is not leaving the Doctor behind, and the fact that she called him the Doctor, it's like it's slowly but surely coming back to her, so, and thus, you know, she tags along with the Doctor, even though the Doctor, he didn't want her to, but it's too late by this point, and, well, now she's stuck with him, and, well, even the Doctor at first telling her not to push any buttons, but obviously, because she would of course have to help, and thus, just by switching and flickering buttons, that's all. But then at one point, because it's not looking too good, especially like this, this door or whatever, because it comes down on them, separating the Doctor and the Donna, a clear door. And, well, because the doctor, he doesn't know what to do now. He thinks at first that it's over. They ran out of time. But but Donna, she is insistent on helping out, and she wants her daughter to be alive, and all the 1,000 people on Earth and such. And, you know, she's even wondering, what's so special about her to him? And her telling the doctor that she's a nobody, and the doctor just, like, you know, telling her, no, don't say that. And I love the delivery that David Tennant gives, you know, why does it have to be this? Because he knows that the risk of Donna possibly dying, and, well, he has no choice. And thus, he says a couple of words, which leads to the word binary, and, well, it's starting to come back to her, and repeating what the doctor says. Her memories of the doctor starting to come back, and thus, yeah, she then remembers. And it's nice to see that she also knows that the doctor has regenerated, and has regenerated back to that face. So that's nice to see. I like that they did that, and how she's well aware that, you know, he can regenerate, you know, Time Lords regenerating and so on, knowing that whole concept of what Time Lords do. Yeah. So she, of course, with her skills, and yeah, she, you know, flips and switches and flickers the buttons, which, of course, prevents the Meep spaceship from launching. And that's what happens. And it's reversing. The ground, you know, breaking apart, it reverses, now coming back together and such, and, well, the Meep, you know, realizing what's going on, and the Meep orders the unit soldiers under the Meep's command to go kill the doctor and so on. And, well, after what Donna does, and when that door lifts back up, it seems like that she's about to die. It seems as though that she is. And still, she asks the doctor again, why does he has that face again? And he still doesn't know. Probably, and the Donna guesses that probably to say goodbye to her. And it does seem like that. And it seems like, well, she does die, but nope, because what happens next is, well, right as the unit soldiers, you know, they're preparing their weapons and to kill and execute the doctor, well, they're no longer under the control and under the command of the Meep, because, yep, they're better now, and they're like, what? Each of them, like, one unit soldier and the doctor saying, what? And so does Donna saying, what? And I think the Meep did say, what, as well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Well, it's thanks to Rose, because it turns out, and it's very interesting because, and especially this is when Donna started to remember the doctor and say binary. By saying those words, a bit of Time Lord power, it went into Rose, and she had the capability of fixing everything, and, you know, by officially and fully stopping the Meep. And because of that cabin that Rose made, it reminded her of the TARDIS, and those plushes reminded her of those aliens and creatures that the Doctor and Donna came face-to-face with. The Daleks, the Cybermen, the Judoon, the Adipose. It's so clever. And how, well, she's a male and a female, because, you know, the whole thing of Time Lord, it's fantastic. Nice work, Russell T. Davies. Very clever writing. So, in the end, yeah, the Meep is defeated. Even the Doctor launching, you know, a chute, you know, of the Meep's chair, launching it, and a parachute popping out. That was funny. And, well, yeah, the Meep finally being arrested by the Wrath Warriors, and the Meep having one last bit of a speech, and telling the Doctor that, you know, the Meep's boss will hear about this. And who is the boss? Could it be whom shows up in the 3rd anniversary special? Maybe, or someone else. In fact, probably it's not the Meep is not referring to whom it is that the Doctor and Donna come face to face with in the 3rd and final special. Probably not, no. And the Doctor's comment after what the Meep said, that was funny. And, well, because Donna and Rose, they have to let go of the Time Lord power, and thus they do. And it was nice of what Rose said. For the first time, she feels, you know, like, you know, she's herself, officially herself, and free, and so on. You know, she is who she is. She is who she is, and, yeah, her troubles are gone. Yeah. And however she says it, it's great. Great. Because coming up to the ending, because coming back to the TARDIS, and because Donna, she wants to have one last bit of an adventure with the Doctor. Sylvia, not approving of this, but Donna being very insistent. Even Rose at one point wanted to take a peek at the TARDIS, but Donna, she was not having it. Kind of, it's a good thing too. Even the Doctor agreed with Donna. Just so, and Donna, and also right before they walked in the TARDIS, and actually because she suggested that they would pay a visit to Wilfred, because, you know, think how happy Wilfred would be to see the TARDIS and, you know, his granddaughter be with the Doctor. Yeah. And Donna, obviously, because she's assuring her husband not to feel weird and such, being in a box with the Doctor and such, and it was funny. And, you know, I think, like, because Sean, he said, no, not my type. And when the Doctor and Donna step into the TARDIS, well, because clearly the TARDIS has a new makeover and a new incarnation for the inside of the TARDIS, and with its console, and it looks better than ever. It's big. Oh, like, they did a good job with the design and look of the inside of the TARDIS, and obviously because by this point, Doctor Who having a good budget. And about that, because, yeah, I would like to point this out, because, okay, yes, Doctor Who making its way on Disney+, but here's the thing, and from what I read, Disney has no involvement. They have no, like, connection. They're not in control of Doctor Who in any way. All it is just, you know, Doctor Who being on Disney+, and that's kind of about it. And besides, Doctor Who being the biggest thing for BBC, and Doctor Who making so much money for them, okay? I'm just saying, I think that sounds about right. But I'm sure maybe they did get some profit from Disney+, but still, if you get what I'm saying, okay, bear with me. Yeah, so, and besides, like, you know, in the past seasons and specials of Doctor Who has always had great set designs and visual effects, CG. Yeah, they've always had that. And by now, because still, looks good. So, again, with the new looking design of the inside of the TARDIS, looks fantastic, and more of those round things, as, you know, that's how the Doctor refers to them. And, you know, he's a happy little kid just running around, you know, this is amazing, and, you know, asking Donna what she thinks, and, well, it's amazing, and then, the Doctor doing that. And in addition, with the console, it has a coffee maker. Nice, nice. And the Doctor offering Donna some coffee, and with that, because, you know, the right cup of coffee that she likes, milk and so on. And and Donna, I should say, asking the Doctor, you know, talking to him about the adventures, and, you know, with having that face still, like, why does he have that face again? And I think, yeah, she also convinced the Doctor about something else, and, you know, it has to do something with her and the family, I guess. But, yeah. But, you know, continuing on, and to wrap things up, because, well, Donna accidentally spilling the coffee, clearly something had to happen. And right when the TARDIS just, it had its makeover and such, and for that to happen, well, clearly, because Donna didn't do it intentionally, it was an accident. So, and of course, yeah, the TARDIS just going berserk, and, well, because everything's sparking and such, and, well, they can be in any time and space, and as what the Doctor says, and that's how it ends. Like, oh my gosh, like, what's gonna happen next? Well, of course, you know, with the second anniversary special, we know what happens, and, well, they are, of course, all right. Doctor Who, the Star Beast, the first anniversary special for Doctor Who's 60th. It was good. Like I said, it did not disappoint. What a great way to start a new era of Doctor Who, and for this being the first anniversary special for Doctor Who's 60th. The story was pretty good, and with the return of David Tennant, Catherine Tate, and all the others, and new characters stepping in, like, you know, best example, Shirley, and with the aliens/creatures first appearing, you know, from the Meep, the Wrath Warriors, the music, the score, the funny and emotional moments, the visual effects, everything about the Star Beast was really good, and well done, Russell T. Davies, and for this being his triumphant return, and that, of course, goes for, you know, David Tennant and Catherine Tate, and for what would come next in the last 2 anniversary specials. And yeah, 10 out of 10 for the Star Beast. It was really good. And what about you guys? What did you think of the first Doctor Who anniversary special itself, the Star Beast? Is it one of your favorite of the 3 anniversary specials of Doctor Who's 60th? Yeah, did you enjoy it? Yeah, and with what I've had to say, and what did you think of my review? Leave comments and give this review video a like, as always. And so, with all that being said, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my review of the first Doctor Who anniversary special for its 60th, The Star Beast. More review videos are on the way. They're going to be awesome. Keep looking forward, and I'll see you guys in the next video/review. And stay tuned later tonight because, well, obviously, I'm going to review the second Doctor Who anniversary special for Doctor Who's 60th. Take care, peace out, and Anal Z!